Good morning, good morning. I'm having dessert for breakfast. I just woke up. How you liking that bedhead? I had a great night's sleep last night. I really did. I laid down early. It was only 9:30. That's pretty early for me. Laid down, fell asleep as soon as my head hit the pillow. Had a couple of really weird dreams. Only woke up once to go potty and back to bed. And I slept till 7 o'clock this morning. Excellent. I woke up refreshed. It's not very often we get those nights, huh? And completely unassisted. That was all natural. So I'm sitting here working with a new fiber to me. Ooh, that looks pretty in the camera. It reminds me of like seaweed, mossy. If you were making one of those little fish bowls where you crochet the little fish and accessories, that stuff would be incredible. But this is all I have left of the bowl. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby yesterday. The young lady told me it was not 30% off. It was not part of the sale. Which, I don't know. I think that was arguable. I'm not really an arguer. But if somebody was, they may have been able to pull that off. Because the sign was on the end cap of all those cotton scrubbies at Hobby Lobby. It's called Stitch Soak Scrub, 100% nylon. And it was a little pricey. It was $3.49. I know. And it's only 92 yards. But it's a chain spun. It looks like, honestly, to me, it looks like fishing line. I picked this color for a reason. So my husband, Brandon, is a mechanic. And he comes home pretty oily. So he likes to have a scrubby in the bathroom. He uses, special soaps and stuff to get all that oil off of his skin. But he likes a scrubby that's a bit on the abrasive side. He wants a scouring pad. And this stuff's abrasive. This is for like, I'd never use this on my non-scratch skillets. But for like a good old cast iron where you're not using soap, you're just giving it a quick little and a hot rinse, this would probably be ideal for that. So the 92 yards did a classic granny. It says to use an H hook, but I want it a little less holy than that. I want the holes, but I want it a little less floof. So I actually used a G hook, 4.5. And I got my classic granny going. And then on one side of the granny, I extended the granny pattern. I've got about this much. And my idea is, I got it pretty wide, pretty big for my basic square. My idea is that I want to do one of those back scrubbies, right? Ooh, that's the newest dance. I want to do a back scrubby. So I've got like a long rectangle that will cover the majority of the back. And then on the two sides, I have this hemp twine, but it's not the really, really rough kind. I think this is actually for making jewelry, but I picked this up at a secondhand store. So I don't mind using it for whatever I want to use it for. I don't have a value, a cost value, or anything hindering the creative process. I'm going to use this twine in a much smaller hook, and I want to create a longer loop on one end, and then I want to like put a little border, very simple, around here, and then on the other end of the rectangle I want another loop for the hands. And I think this would be an incredible exfoliator and skin ripper offer. So that was fun. I was actually considering going and picking up another ball of it so that I could actually make it like back worthy. I mean, because if it's not long enough, I know it's kind of pricey though. Is he worth it? He works hard all day long and he comes home and he's just trying to take a good shower. All right. You convinced me. I've convinced me he's worth it. Maybe I'll stop by Hobby Lobby today and pick up another one so I can make it twice as long. Because it's not, I mean, shoulder to shoulder, but going diagonal across your back, I mean, you want to be able to wrap it around the shoulders a little and do the down low. We'll see. But that's what I'm working on today. It's a bit overcast, so I'm kind of moving a little slower than usual wake up. But when you have the leisure, it's nice to be slow with yourself and go at your own pace. Thank you for visiting me today. Take care. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I went over to Hobby Lobby, the one closest to my house, and I picked up another Stitch Soak Scrub. Original price $3.49. And I picked up some Yarn Bee Scrubology cotton. I'm going to use this to go around the border and to make the little scrub handles. So, the end cap, display end cap, where they have all the scrubby stuff. There is Lion Brand. Let me say that how it says. It says Lion Brand yarns. Then they had Yarn Bee. Then they had another type of scrub fiber that was Yarn Bee brand. So when I got up to the register, and then they had the sign. I took a little video clip for us. It says 30% off all fibers. No, it said any size, any fiber, or any. There were 3 ways, and any size, any yarn, any was the word, any. So when I got up to the cash register, there were 2 cashiers. It's pretty early in the morning. And the woman asked, I don't know if this is on sale, if this is part of the 30% off. And she's looking at it and it says Stitch Soak Scrub, 100% nylon. I don't know. Did you get it in the yarn section or did you get it in the crafting section? I got it in the yarn section. Lion Brand yarns. It's on the end cap with all any. I know I'm dwelling on it. So she asked the other lady what she thought, and then they called the yarn department back, and the yarn department said, yes, it's part of the sale, and so then they gave it to me. So I was getting ready to walk out the door, and there was the manager who I've seen quite a few times standing there, and I should have kept going. I don't know. It was $1. But for principle of the fact, I was like a bit annoyed that yesterday the sale wasn't honored. And she smiled at me and she said hi and she said, have a good day. And I said, yesterday I was in Stockton and I bought the same yarn and they said that it was not on sale. It was not part of the sale, that it was Stitch Soak Scrub. It's not yarn. And she kind of looked puzzled and so she brought me over to the side and she asked, well, what did I buy? And I showed her I bought this. And she goes, oh yeah, it's not yarn. I said, well, I also bought this one, and this was on the end cap, and the sign's right there. It's very misleading. And she said, oh, because it says yarn. I said, what? She goes, it says Yarn Bee. And then it says Scrubology cotton is the type of yarn that it is, Yarn Bee. And I said, well, Yarn Bee is Hobby Lobby brand. And she goes, yeah. I said, okay. This says Stitch Soak Scrub, which is the equivalent of Scrubology cotton. And it is produced by Lion Brand Yarns. I don't know why I got such an ugly look yesterday when I asked for the 30% off. And she goes, oh, I guess I didn't look at it like that. Is it a newer item? It's new to me. Yeah, it's somewhat of a newer item. I'm not sure when it came out. They definitely have a huge variety in color. And she said, well, it should be 30% off, and it should have been 30% off yesterday at any location. She said, let's come over here. And she returned the one from yesterday and then resold it to me at the sale price and gave me $1 back. And I thanked her and realized I was that lady today. But for principle, I just thought the next person that goes through the line, one of my friends goes through the line and they're like, can I have my 30% off? They're going to say, yes, of course. Have your 30% off. And we love you. And we hope you come back in here again soon, and we will not give you dirty looks for asking for, came up to like $1.04. Principle. This is my local Hobby Lobby. I don't want problems every time I go in there. They're going to look at me sideways, aren't they? Whatever. So, back scrubby, border handles. That's the end of my yarn drama for the day. I'm going to sit home quietly and crochet and sip on something warm because, as you can see, the house is dark now. The sun has disappeared behind the rain clouds. So I've finished up. That's the one skein. I'm going to use maybe half of this one. I just want a really good back coverage, and then I'll start bordering this, and I'll probably get that done today. We have boxing today, so I get a good hour of sit time in the car crocheting. I'll see you soon. Thank you for listening, and hopefully I'm not too far out of line. We're yarn people. We just want what we... I'm not asking for any special treatment. I just wanted the normal treatment. I'll see you soon, friend. Take care.